And now another podcast from Alive 90.5's The Docking Station with Ellen.
We are now joined in the studio with another minute past midnight. Brian.
Hello.
And Dave. How are you guys going?
Hello, how you doing? Very well, thank you. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're good.
You just answered your own bandmate's question. That's a bit awkward. All right, so another minute past midnight. So a pretty unusual name, but my cousin has a couple of theories about midnight, all right? She's a little bit weird, but it's okay. We love her for it. So she believes that at the strike of midnight, all the magical wizards of Harry Potter cast a spell on us to make us forget all the spells that they cast on us during the day.
That is a confusing question.
It's believable, though. I'd believe it. I believe in Harry Potter.
Okay, if
And Lord of the Rings.
I'm okay with that.
Harry Potter is real, guys.
What are you talking about?
So what happens at midnight?
At midnight, at the stroke of midnight, a spell is cast and to forget all the magic we've seen during the day.
Oh, and that's why we don't know that magic's real.
Yeah.
I believe now. That answers the question, I believe.
It's a conspiracy. We've probably uncovered it, might get killed after the show because we've, let away their secret. But it's all G. It's all G. All right, her other theory goes... Well, it's not really a theory, it's a question, and it's something that's debated over our family Christmases. So let's see if you guys can solve it, given your midnight. So right now it's Saturday, and 1 second to midnight it's also Saturday, and 1 second after midnight it's Sunday. But what is it at the stroke of midnight?
I would say it's the next day.
Yeah.
Because if you have a computer program and you try and put in a date and then you try and put midnight for that date, it says invalid. You have to put 23:59.
So you thought when we came on the show you were actually going to get good conversation, but you're getting reality. We have busted all your head.
Yeah.
That's my answer.
There we go. We've proved it.
We've proved it. Thanks.
It's the next day.
The next day, I can go to Christmas this year and be like, "Hey guys, it's solved."
Brian told me.
Brian told me.
I've just killed the whole fun vibe. I just come in here and I'm like, no, you're wrong.
He's come up with some, technical nerd answer.
Exactly. Good one, Brian.
So the next question, and we've seen you have joined a modelling agency called Insta. Tell us a bit about that.
Who?
Instagram.
Oh, Instagram.
So it's kind of an insult leveled at people. Oh, so you joined a modelling agency, or your profile's looking.
Oh, that's Dave.
Insta.
Dave's the hipster.
I'm on Instagram.
Yeah.
You can follow me on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
I do cool posts, I think. But I don't know. I don't know if our band was in Instagram. That's news
I don't know.
to me.
Maybe Craig does it.
Craig is a big Instagrammer. Craig's our drummer. He's not here, and he's like a Facebook kind of
fiend.
Yeah.
If you check his Facebook wall, it's literally just people telling him to stop posting statuses.
He does like a band YouTube video, like the bands he likes, video clips, probably like 4 or 5 a night.
Does he promote the band, your band, though?
No.
But maybe once a year, but he thinks all these other bands so good, check it out. Maybe one day he'll put one of our videos up, but...
Because your Tumblr is pretty full of, some awesome Instagram pics.
Yeah, well, you're kind of using that as just the band website, I think, at the moment. So that's where we kind of put up the photos and what's going on.
Is there a potential website to come?
Yeah, I think we started on one. I just don't even know what happened to it.
It's
we have one?
It's another minutepastmidnight.com or .com. I think it's .com. And basically you go on there and it's links to other websites. So it's
One of
links to our
those.
Facebook, links to our Twitter.
Your band manager, Alistair, is sitting in on this. You don't even know your own website.
It's our pal.
Yeah, say hello, our pal. They can hear you.
Hey guys, how are you?
Yeah, all right.
So apparently you want to pull out Dave Kenneth's moves from So You Think You Can Dance. How will your Penrith crowd take that?
They'll take it how I give it to them.
Do you practice in the mirror before you go and do a show?
Just every Friday and Saturday night, I'm out there just doing my thing. I'm a practicer.
In the clubs,
It's like, when you go, if you've been to Rockefeller Centre, there's always that one guy who's really good at skating, and he just goes there to skate to show off and practice. That's me at a club.
But for dancing, right?
Yeah, I just get my own little space right in front of the speakers, and that's it.
So Dave was showing us a clip before of you dancing to dubstep.
Yep.
I would recommend any listeners out there checking it out at...
Yeah, it's on our YouTube. I think it's just called Brian's Dance. If you type in another minute past midnight and Brian dancing, I think it'll come up.
Or vlog, video log, or AMPM band, or...
Yeah,
so do you have any tips that you can give our listeners on how to dance?
Well, you just got to feel the groove, basically. It's all in the knees. If anyone tells you otherwise, it's in the knees. So
But
That's
watch
it.
out, if you come up to Brian and ask for some dance tips, he'll just walk away from you.
Yep, that's it.
Would you like to explain what happened at Hillside?
Yeah,
You were telling us before.
So I was out at Hillside with Figgy, who is our bassist, and we were having a boys' couple night out at the Hillside. And so I was up there just getting my groove on, and all of a sudden this girl dances over to me, and I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm in your way. So I just walked away, and then afterwards I realised she was trying to dance with me, but I just thought I was in her way, so I just walked away.
I have a friend who doesn't like to dance with other people. She just likes dancing by herself because,
Yeah.
I don't know, that it's easier for her to dance. Are you one of those people?
Not really. I like dancing with people, but I feel awkward dancing with other people, like girls mostly, because I don't want them to think that I'm like sleazy or something. I'm just there.
It makes sense.
I'm just there to party.
Because I find it so hard to dance by myself. If I even try to incorporate one more person, it's like twice the amount of coordination.
Yeah, that's
It's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah,
So I can understand the dancing by yourself theory.
yeah.
So how do you guys rip it up on stage in terms of dance moves with your instruments as well? Isn't that double the coordination needed?
Like I said, it's all in the knees. So from the waist down, I'm ready to go.
I feel Brian's got a pretty unique on-stage dancing style. I think he incorporates his dubstep.
Forgot his name, the bald politician guy.
Oh, with the hands from Midnight Oil.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh,
I'm like, take his hands and put him in my legs, and that's it.
That sounds real weird.
Hey. All right, now you're playing at Cherrybrook next week on the 16th of June.
Yes.
And you've got plans for Newcastle and Canberra
Yep.
tours.
Yep. We went to Newcastle last year. Was it last year?
A couple of months ago. I think.
Couple
I'm not
months
really
ago.
Sure.
It's blurry. Yeah, and so that was really fun. So we can't wait to go back up there because we had a really good time. Just not
We
only
stayed in a haunted hotel.
Stayed in a haunted hotel. We had good fun up there. Like even just playing the shows and then also just hanging out together. We were planning to go back to Mudgee at the end of the year too because that went off. That was awesome.
Mudgee was amazing. Can I tell you about Mudgee? We played at Mudgee we had to do a 3-hour set, and we were doing covers as well as originals, but there was a blackout. It was a huge storm, so all the electricity in Mudgee went out, and so we were just about to take on stage. So we had a pub full of rowdy Mudgee people getting drunk, and absolutely no music. And of course, the beer taps still work, so they're still pouring all these people beers in the dark.
Yeah.
And then we ended up playing an acoustic.
Yeah, and people were coming up to us, oh, we can't hear you. Can you turn up? It's like, no. And then,
no power.
And then we end up getting power back, and we totally ruined our whole set because we played all the ones we had good, and then we played them a couple times, and we were screaming, so we ruined our voice because we had to try and get everyone to hear us. And then we had
over the pub.
and then we had to still go on stage, and but in the end, it was just great because everyone was drunk enough to enjoy it.
They went crazy when the lights came back on and Brian's amp and everyone lost control.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
So maybe you're going to be planning another blackout in Mudgee.
yeah, exactly. Take out the power plant.
What can we expect from your live shows when there's no blackouts?
Well, one thing that we try and pride ourselves on is that we try and be a band that records our live stuff, not plays our recorded stuff. So we do the opposite. So we practice, every week at least, and so we just try and get a really good energy on stage, and so it's enjoyable to listen to, but at the same time, there's more to watch and there's more to get into.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Awesome. So we're previewing your new single today, or I should say premiering your new single today.
Yes.
Face Hits the Floor.
Yep.
Is this just a single release, or are you expecting more from it?
So this is a single release by itself, but we are doing some more recordings in July, which will probably follow up late July. But this is kind of just a single release. We wrote this song, we just liked it so much, we really wanted to
Share
record
it,
and get it
yeah.
out there. And this will be the first anyone's ever heard it, other than probably family members.
Yeah, that's it.
A bit exciting.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get it on the airwaves,
Yes.
and hopefully you love it as much as Dave loves it. This is Face Hits the Floor. You're here on the docking station with Gemma and Ellen, joined by Brian and Dave from another minute past midnight. All right, so right now it's time for the final three. So that's 3 questions to get to know you guys a little bit better. So, Gemma?
Yeah, so the first question is, what is your biggest food-related triumph?
Wow, that is a...
Well, I'll field mine first.
Okay.
I'm a 2-minute noodle connoisseur, and that's about it. Dave, you can field this.
Do you have the chicken flavour?
I'm a beef. I do the beef, and
Okay.
then I drain it so there's no liquid, but then I put really shaved parmesan, and it turns into this gooey mush. Anyway, that's
Yeah.
Now for some real food, Dave.
Because just to let our listeners know, we have found out that Dave is actually a chef. Now, we prepared these questions before we knew it, so it's quite apt. So,
Yeah. Biggest food triumph, I reckon, would be when I was doing my apprenticeship. I was working in the city at a restaurant called Bacass, and we got Gordon Ramsay came in and cooked a 8-course degustation for Gordon. So I thought that's probably a bit of a triumph. I
That's
suppose.
awesome.
Yeah.
What food was in that?
In the degustation,
Yeah.
oh, there was a lot, like a lot of different seafood, some game birds. So we were cooking some squab.
I don't even know what that is.
We had like some nice braises, and it was a long time ago. I don't remember the exact menu, but it was good, and I think he liked it. He didn't throw any plates back at the kitchen, so,
that's always a good sign.
yeah.
All right, so your second question today is, if one member of the band were to die tragically, who would it be and what would they die of?
Figgy.
It would be Figgy,
Yeah.
and we wouldn't know, and we probably wouldn't find out that he was dead for another month.
Yep.
He's one of those guys that just doesn't answer his phone.
He just falls off the face of the planet
He
constantly.
does. He does. So, and one time he just rocked up before a gig and he had this huge black eye, and we were like, "What happened to you?" He's like, "I went out last night and I fell over." And we were like, "Really? Figgy, really? What happened?" And he
Yeah, so he's still standing by that. He fell over and like he was standing up and he hit his eye on a table or something
Yeah.
like that. That was his alibi. But it'd definitely be him, and it'd be something completely random and unexplainable.
yeah,
Like hitting his head on the table.
Yep.
yeah, death by table.
So the last question that we asked, because 2012 is supposed to be the end of the world. So on the last day of the end of the world, what will you be doing?
First of all, I had no idea this was the last year of the world.
Yeah, I
so
thought
freaking
Y2K was.
Now, didn't you hear the Mayan calendar runs out in 2012?
Wasn't there a guy last year that was like there's this big thing that there was a day last year that was the end of the world?
Well, anyway, we're totally getting away from the question. What would we do on the last day? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a car freak, so I'd probably just steal the best car ever and just do donuts for like 12 hours straight.
I would be nowhere near Brian. I think I would just be freaking out for like the whole day.
I would just do things that I would never have done in my life because I'd be too scared, like skydiving.
Yeah, I'm scared of
Bungee
heights, so I'd love
jumping.
to do some
Yeah.
height-related activities.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for that, guys. We'll be back after this song with another minute past midnight playing us 2 acoustic tracks.
This has been another podcast from the docking station with Ellen, only on Alive 90.5.
You're here on the docking station with Gemma and Ellen here on Alive 90.5 FM. Right now we're going to hear from another minute past midnight. They've got 2 acoustic tracks to play for us today. So what's coming up first?
The first track's called Things That Tear Me Apart.
All right, take
Yeah.
it away, guys.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wanna be real, wanna be right, wanna be me, gotta be light, wanna be more than you think that I could be. 'Cause I'm such a cynic, and I'm such a waste. I'm just a sinner trying to deal with your grace. I need to be more than you think that I could be. Every little thing tears me apart. Every little thing tears me apart. Every little thing tears me apart. Forget about books, forget about facts. I've read them all, and something still lacks in the general makeup of my body. That it is falling on deaf ears. Say that it is falling. It's falling. It's falling. And every little thing tears me apart. Every little thing tears me apart. Tears me apart.
get to know yourself. Don't you think we were bad together? We could find you better. We could get pretend. Don't you think we were bad together? Just end the illusions. Don't you know that I know you better? Better than you can pretend. Don't you think we were bad together? And the illusions. We could find you better. Better than you care to know yourself. Don't you think that we're bad together? Maybe I'm better off by myself. Don't you think that I know you better? Better than you care to know yourself. Don't you think we were bad together? Maybe I'm better off by myself. Don't you think that I know you better? Better than I care to know myself. Don't you think we were bad together? Maybe I'm better off by myself.
That was another minute past midnight there, playing Things That Tear Me Apart, an acoustic version there, sounding absolutely fantastic, guys.
Thank you. Cheers.
Well, we might move straight into your next track. This one's called Someone New here on Alive 90.5.
Now for something completely different.
This is new to me. I don't know what to say. He's broken your heart, cracked your smile. Take a step back, think for a while. This is your life. Want to bring him back into your life? Is he good enough for that? So don't worry, things will work out. I'm sure you'll find someone new. He's making you cry and giving you a hard time. Maybe it is time to move on, find someone new. Ooh, someone new. What about this new guy you've just met, and he's brought back your smile? Don't you think you should be happy? He's treating you better. This is what you need. This is your life. Want to bring him back into your life? Is he good enough for that? So don't worry, things will work out. I'm sure you'll find someone new. He's making you cry and giving you a hard time. Maybe it is time to move on, find someone new. Ooh, someone new. Ooh. find someone new.
Another minute past midnight there, playing a track called Someone New. So thanks today for joining us, Dave and...